Welcome to Maranatha Camp Kitchen. It's not quite the same as we normally do. We're normally crushed into this wee room, but today, as you can see, it's my back garden. Hopefully we can at least try and show you some of the favourites, at least one of the favourites of camp, which is Sloppy Joe's. And if you don't know what that is, it's pulled brisket with a barbecue sauce. We have got a live audience, and you might hear them heckling me, and we're going to get a chance to taste later on. We're going to start off with top quality Morrison's brisket. So here it is, and what you're going to do is you're going to rub in spices. Now, sometimes I make up my own spices. Most times I just buy them out of the shop. But like, if you know me, I can't just take the one packet and use it. I've got to mix it and match it. So we're going to mix a wee bit. Now I'll need to wash my hands. After touching that. So we're going to take some pulled pork seasoning, throw that in. I'm going to put a recipe up online later on today, but it'll just be guidelines because I don't really do recipes. So a wee bit of this, I've got some of that, so we'll put that in.
What is that?
That is mild and smoky barbecue seasoning from Sainsbury's.
Marks and Spencer sell that.
Pulled pork seasoning from Sainsbury's. A wee bit of celery salt, and a lot of paprika, because paprika is one of my favourites. So put that in. And then mix it up and rub it in. While we're doing that, we'll just switch this on. Get that heating up. Ooh! The lid come off. That's alright, Ben. It's fine, all good. I did say that if anything goes wrong, I'm not re-recording this, so you're fine. So you get the spices and rub it right in. I'm only going to use one hand. Okay, so we're just going to fry off the brisket just to brown it a wee bit, blacking it off a bit. That'll take a few minutes. And while we're doing that, we will bring the pot. Now you can either use slow cooker if you've got one. If you've not got one, you can use a stovetop, and if you've not got a stovetop, you can use a barbecue. Today we've used all three just to show you can do it. Because I've got them, we just do it. So what we'll do is you make up some beef stock. So I've got some just about to be ready here. One cube or two to taste. I've probably put about 2.5 in. Okay, so you put that in there, maybe top up a bit more, and then it's up to you what you put into this. I usually go with squeeze of tomato puree, some herbs out the garden. We're going to put in a few bay leaves. We're going to put in a wee sprig of sage and some rosemary for Ben. Okay, so that's that. We then put the brisket in. Very simple. And finally, if you've got it, if you've not, fine, liquid smoke. I love this stuff. I found it in a market in London one time, and then got it in Harvey Nicks last year. Great stuff. So a wee splash of liquid smoke, lid on, and into the slow cooker at high for about 4 or 5 hours, or low for about 6 to 8 hours. Again, it depends on how you want to break the pork up. Not the pork, the beef. So once you've done that, you wait 4 or 5 hours, which we've not got the time for, so here's one I made earlier. So we bring this one off the pot. Bring this out. Ooh.
Smell that.
Okay, so we need a set of tongs. Now this is going to break up quite a bit. So this has been on since back at 7 this morning. So we need that and a couple of forks, which I don't have, but that's alright. We'll just use another set of tongs. Could my kitchen assistant go and get me a couple of forks, please? I'm not going to tell you who the kitchen assistant is. So you can either keep the fat on, take it off, it's up to yourself. Just make sure that gets well shredded. Excuse me, I go and get my forks. Thank you. Okay, so we just break all this up. Oh, that looks lovely. And then what you want to do with that is you can either do 2 or 3 things. You can put it back in this pot. Now to do that I will need to try and transfer this into somewhere else. So we'll just do that. Give me a wee second. Okay, now you want to keep a small bit of the, no, we need to take that out, the sauce. Take out some of the bits. Put it back in the pot. Break it up a bit. And now what you do is you put barbecue sauce. Now you can either use barbecue sauce that you buy, or be like me, and you can use barbecue sauce like you made. So I've made a tomato barbecue sauce and I'm going to use that. So you just throw in, Ben's coming over for a look. Well, look Ben, get in camera. So in the tomato barbecue sauce is, surprisingly enough, tomatoes. I just use tubs of passata, and then you've already bought all this, so you just use it. So there's some smoke, there's some various barbecue seasoning in it, brown sugar and some maple syrup is what's in this one. Then a bit more of the stock. We've got a good rummel rounds. Now that, in essence, is it. You could eat that, but I would rather put that on for another hour to slow cook it, just to let the flavours mingle, as they say. So that now goes back in the heat with the lids. And Then what we do is, here's another one I made earlier. And this one I finished off in the barbecue. And then I'll just give this a stir. We'll probably do a wee bit more sauce in that. And there we're looking at it. Can you see that eye? Yum yum. So I'm just going to use some of the sauce that was in that last cooking one, just to finish that off a bit. Soften it up, and then we'll take our, that's looking good. We'll take our rolls and fire them in. Wait a minute, let's see what barbecue's ready to toast the rolls a bit. Dear me, it's now getting too warm for this hoodie. Who's going to be first? Well, Ben's in the queue, head of the queue.
Why do you think I stood up?
Hey Ben, grab a plate. You want lettuce? You want some rocket?
that's
No, the
good.
rolls are there.
Aye.
I'll put some of this. There we go. There we go. Hold over and show the camera. So there we go, Maranatha Camp, pulled brisket or sloppy joes, ready in 5 minutes, although it does take about 8 hours. Hope you enjoyed that. As I say, I'll put some semblance of
Forget about
it's
that.
fine. I'll try and put some sort of recipe, if you like, and instructions online, but like most of my cooking, it's just a bit of this, a bit of that. If you've got it in the house, use it. If you've no, go buy it. That's the way I usually work. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.